Every year, one of the moments I look forward to the most is spending time with the children and families that I meet through the WellChild Awards. Now, these children and young people are living with complex medical needs, challenges that most of us can barely imagine. And yet, time and again, they meet life with positivity, courage, humour, and an extraordinary joy for living. In their smiles, their determination, and their kindness, they show us what strength truly looks like. And the WellChild Awards is a truly special evening. It's about celebrating these remarkable young people. It's about recognizing the siblings who so often put their own needs aside to care for a brother or sister. And of course, it's about honoring the parents, the carers, nurses, and professionals who give so much of themselves every single day with dedication, love, and compassion. But these awards can only happen with your help. So, if you know a child who learned hospital routines before playground games, a sibling who quietly became a carer, or a parent or professional whose life revolves around constant selfless care, please nominate them for a WellChild Award. They might be a friend in a different part of the United Kingdom or a stranger you see in your community every single week. We want to hear about them. By nominating, you're not just recognizing an achievement, you're telling a story. You're shining a light on extraordinary bravery, on resilience and kindness that's happening in communities across the United Kingdom every day, often unseen and too often uncelebrated. So thank you for supporting WellChild. And please get nominating. And we very much hope to see some of you at the 2026 WellChild Awards supported by GSK.
Welcome, watchers. Today, we embark on a journey into the heart of compassion, exploring a story that is as inspiring as it is urgent. It is a story about a prince, a charity, and the extraordinary unsung heroes living among us. So, settle in and let us begin with a message that has touched hearts across the globe. In February 2026, from his home in Montecito, California, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, released an emotional and compelling video message. This was not merely a formal announcement. It was a deeply personal invitation to the British public. It was a call to action to seek out and celebrate the country's most courageous, unsung heroes by nominating them for the 2026 WellChild Awards. His words arrived at a pivotal moment, cutting through the noise of royal controversies to refocus attention on what truly matters: the extraordinary strength of children living with complex conditions and the unwavering love of those who care for them. To understand the weight of Prince Harry's message, one must first appreciate the depth and longevity of his commitment to WellChild. His role is not a ceremonial title taken on lightly. It is a cause he has actively championed for 18 years, making it one of the few official patronages he retained after stepping back from royal duties in 2020. It is a thread that connects his pre-Megxit life to his current existence, demonstrating a consistency of character and a genuine passion for the welfare of sick children that transcends geography and personal circumstance. When Queen Elizabeth II asked him to relinquish his other royal patronages, WellChild was one of the few he was permitted to keep, a testament to his dedication and the value the late Queen placed on his work with the organization. For Harry, the annual WellChild Awards have always been a date circled in red on his calendar. He has described the event as one of the moments I look forward to the most. Over the years, he has attended the ceremony 13 times, often flying in specifically for the event, and has formed genuine bonds with the winners and their families. His emotional connection to the cause deepened profoundly after he himself became a father. Speaking at the awards in 2019, just 5 months after the birth of his son Archie, a visibly moved Prince Harry shared how parenthood had reframed his understanding of the challenges these families face. He admitted that talking to the parents pulls at my heartstrings in a way I never could have understood until I had a child of my own. He acknowledged the unimaginable pain of a parent hearing that their child will face extraordinary challenges, stating, "No parent wants to hear that their child will suffer." This vulnerability and shared humanity formed the bedrock of his advocacy. He does not view these children and families from a distance. He meets them, plays with them, and listens to their stories, treating them with the respect and admiration they deserve. The video message, released in February 2026, is quintessentially Harry, heartfelt, direct, and focused entirely on the people he seeks to honor. Recorded in Montecito, the video was shared across WellChild social media channels and quickly picked up by news outlets worldwide. In it, Harry speaks not as a royal, but as a patron and an advocate, painting a vivid picture of the individuals the awards aim to celebrate. His words are a poignant reminder that these children are defined not by their medical diagnoses, but by their indomitable spirit. These children and young people are living with complex medical needs, challenges that most of us can barely imagine, he states. And yet, time and again, they meet life with positivity, courage, humor, and an extraordinary joy for living. It is this extraordinary joy that Harry finds so powerful. He sees in their smiles, their determination, and their kindness a profound lesson in what true strength looks like. They are not victims to be pitied. They are exemplars of the human capacity to find light in the darkest of times. But Harry's message goes further. He broadens the lens to capture the entire ecosystem of care that surrounds these children. The WellChild Awards, he explains, is about celebrating the remarkable young people, but it is equally about recognizing the siblings who so often put their own needs aside to care for a brother or sister. These are the invisible children, the young carers whose childhoods are shaped by hospital visits and the responsibility of looking after a loved one. They are the quiet heroes in the background, deserving of recognition. Furthermore, Harry insists on honoring the parents, the carers, nurses, and professionals who give so much of themselves every single day with dedication, love, and compassion. He understands that the system of care is held together by these individuals, the mothers and fathers who become expert clinicians, the nurses who provide lifeline support, and the professionals who go above and beyond their job descriptions. His message is a masterclass in inclusive recognition, ensuring that no one in the chain of care is forgotten. A crucial element of Prince Harry's message is his call to action. He makes it clear that these awards cannot happen in a vacuum. They rely on the eyes and ears of the public. But these awards can only happen with your help, he emphasizes. This transforms the awards from an exclusive ceremony into a democratic, nationwide movement. He provides clear, relatable criteria for who should be nominated, using language that paints an immediate picture in the listener's mind. He asks the public to think of a child who learned hospital routines before playground games. This simple, heartbreakingly accurate phrase encapsulates the reality for thousands of children across the UK, for whom the sterile environment of a hospital is more familiar than a schoolyard. He asks them to think of a sibling who quietly became a carer, or a parent or professional whose life revolves around constant, selfless care. He urges people to look within their own circles, a friend in a different part of the UK, and beyond to the stranger you see in your community every single week. This is a powerful reminder that heroism is not always loud or distant. It can be found in the neighbor who manages a child's complex needs, the family fighting for normalcy down the street, or the dedicated nurse in the local clinic. By nominating, Harry argues, you're not just filling out a form, you're telling a story. You're shining a light on extraordinary bravery, on resilience, and kindness that's happening in communities across the United Kingdom every day, often unseen and too often uncelebrated. This elevates the act of nomination to a form of storytelling, of giving voice and visibility to those who labor in the shadows of society. With the nomination window open for March 16, 2026, the call is urgent and clear. The release of Harry's video on February 20, 2026 was notably timed. It came less than 24 hours after his uncle, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly Prince Andrew, was arrested and questioned on suspicion of misconduct in public office. The arrest sent shockwaves through the royal family and dominated headlines across the globe. While Harry did not reference his uncle in his video, the juxtaposition of the two stories was striking and, for many, symbolic. In the midst of a royal crisis involving alleged misconduct and scandal, Prince Harry's message offered a starkly different vision of service and duty. While one narrative was about a fall from grace and police investigations, the other was about lifting up the most vulnerable and celebrating unsung heroes. The contrast was not lost on commentators or the public. It highlighted the path Harry has chosen to forge for himself, one focused on tangible humanitarian impact, away from the entrenched dysfunctions of the royal institution. An insider source told People magazine that Harry has long felt frustrated by any comparisons to his uncle, Andrew. Harry served his country, did the job well, and never engaged in misconduct, yet lost security and housing, while Andrew was protected for years, the source said. In this context, Harry's video can be seen as a quiet but powerful reaffirmation of his values. While the family dealt with the sad and embarrassing fallout of Andrew's situation, Harry was focusing on his 18-year commitment to sick children, urging the public to participate in an act of collective kindness and recognition. It was, as one headline put it, a poignant statement that cut through the noise with a message of hope and humanity. While Prince Harry is the public face of the WellChild patronage, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, has consistently played a vital, often more private role in supporting this mission. Her connection to the charity predates their departure from the UK and has only solidified over time. In 2019, as the couple prepared for the birth of their first child, Archie, they made a significant decision. Instead of receiving baby gifts, they asked the public to make donations to 4 charities, and WellChild was proudly among them. This gesture demonstrated that even amidst their own joy, they wanted to amplify organizations dedicated to supporting children and parents in need. It was a clear signal of the charity's importance to them as a family. Meghan has also been a physical presence at the awards. In October 2019, just 5 months after giving birth to Archie, she accompanied her husband to the WellChild Awards in London. Her attendance was a powerful show of support, both for Harry and for the families present. It signified that this was not just his cause, but theirs. More recently, in September 2025, during a solo trip by Harry to the UK for the WellChild Awards, Meghan sent a touching digital message of support from California. She took to social media to share an adorable video of Harry engaged in a joyful, playful interaction with a 9-year-old girl named Gwen Foster, who was born with spina bifida and hydrocephalus. In the clip, Harry is seen sharing a delightful moment of play with the young girl, his warmth and attentiveness shining through as he makes her laugh and feel completely at ease. Meghan added pink hearts to the video, which was captioned, "Prince Harry is in his element at the WellChild Awards." The small gesture spoke volumes. It showed that even from across the ocean, Meghan was cheering him on and celebrating the genuine connections he makes. Reports suggested that she deliberately halted the promotion of her own Netflix show and lifestyle brand to allow Harry to shine in the UK. This support system allows Harry to be fully present at events like these, knowing he has a partner who not only understands the importance of his work, but actively champions it from the sidelines. Together, they present a united front in their commitment to compassion, family, and community service. To truly appreciate the significance of the 2026 WellChild Awards, one must understand the comprehensive and life-changing work of the charity itself. WellChild is not just about a glittering annual event, it is a lifeline for thousands of families across the UK. Its core mission is simple, yet revolutionary, to make it possible for children and young people with complex medical needs to be cared for at home with their families rather than in hospital. For a child with a serious illness or complex condition, the best place to heal and grow is at home, surrounded by the love and familiarity of family. However, the practical challenges of achieving this are immense. This is where WellChild steps in. As of 2025, the charity's impact was staggering. Its team of 53 WellChild nurses and 18 Better at Home training suites enabled 572 children to be discharged from the hospital and prevented more than 16,000 hospital admissions. They trained over 6,700 parents, caregivers, and professionals in the essential clinical skills needed to care for these children at home. This work saves the NHS millions of pounds, but more importantly, it gives children a childhood. The charity also runs the Helping Hands program, which mobilizes volunteers to transform gardens and outdoor spaces for families, creating safe and accessible environments where children can play. In May 2025, WellChild completed a transformative project at the Landock Children's Assessment Center in Cardiff. Volunteers overhauled an unsafe, unused 140-meter-square area, installing level flooring, ramps, and sensory play equipment. This new space now benefits up to 650 children with complex needs every year, providing a therapeutic and safe environment. As Morag Stewart noted, a specialist occupational therapist, the space had been inaccessible for over 20 years, and this transformation is an exciting milestone. The WellChild Awards, supported by GSK, serve as the flagship celebration of this ecosystem of care. The 20th Anniversary Awards in 2025 showcased the incredible community the charity has built. 311 WellChild Award winners, a community of over 3,600 families, and countless supporters. Stories like that of Dylan Bleach, who won an award in 2015 at age 12 for supporting his sister while managing his own cerebral palsy, and has since gone on to run the London Marathon and serve on the youth judging panel, exemplify the transformative power of recognition and support. These are the stories Prince Harry is so passionate about. As the deadline for nominations approaches, the message from Prince Harry resonates with renewed urgency. The 2026 WellChild Awards, supported by GSK, represent more than just a ceremony. They are a national moment of reflection and gratitude. They are an opportunity for the United Kingdom to pause and look at the quiet, extraordinary acts of bravery and compassion happening in its midst. Prince Harry's video appeal, delivered with sincerity and a deep personal understanding of the cause, serves as the perfect catalyst for this national search. His words, "In their smiles, their determination, and their kindness, they show us what strength truly looks like," should echo in the minds of everyone who hears them. They challenge our conventional notions of strength, shifting the focus from physical power to emotional resilience, from individual achievement to collective care. The context of the announcement, coming amidst a royal scandal, inadvertently highlights the purity of Harry's focus. While one part of his family is mired in controversy, he is steadfastly championing a charity he has loved for 18 years. He is using his platform not to comment on palace intrigue, but to ask the public to help him find the country's most inspiring children. This is the definition of service. Behind him, supporting this mission, is his wife, Meghan. Her quiet support, from choosing WellChild as a charity for baby Archie to sharing heartfelt videos of Harry with award winners, underscores that their commitment to this cause is a family value. Together, they amplify the message that every child deserves to thrive and every carer deserves to be seen. WellChild's work throughout the year, from training parents to be nurses, to building sensory gardens, to preventing thousands of hospital admissions, provides the solid foundation upon which the awards are built. The charity does the hard work of enabling children to be at home so that the awards can do the joyful work of celebrating that reality. So, the call is clear. If you know a child who has braved more hospital stays than birthday parties, a sibling whose childhood has been shaped by compassion, or a parent, nurse, or professional whose life is a testament to selfless dedication, you have the power to act. You can tell their story. You can shine a light on their resilience. You can nominate them for a 2026 WellChild Award. By doing so, you are joining Prince Harry and WellChild in a movement that says, "We see you, we honor you, and we thank you." And with any luck, some of these remarkable individuals will be in the room come September 2026, an evening that Prince Harry describes as truly special, an evening where the unsung heroes of the UK finally get the standing ovation they have always deserved. The nomination window is open until March 16th, 2026. It is time to find the heroes in our midst.